Vaping. Now,
Okay.
smoking was a thing of the past, now it's vaping. So what is the ruling of vaping? Is vaping haram?
The first question is smoking haram? There are scholars that will rule smoking as haram, and the reason they give for that is that it harms your health. However, there is an issue with that. If you blanket say that if something causes harm to your body or your health, therefore that is haram, then lots of things we wouldn't be able to consume or use which are halal. For example, sugar is bad for your health. Salt is bad for your health. Caffeine is bad for your health. But neither is tea or coffee haram, neither is eating halwa haram, neither is, so on.
Yeah.
Because I'm from a medical background as well, the argument used is that, well, no, medically, it's proven that smoking is linked to things like lung cancer and so on. But then the counter argument to that is there's lots of people that smoke that actually don't contract these diseases. They might have some impairment in their fitness, for example, but they live their whole lives smoking cigarettes and they don't contract any kind of illness. I said there is a difference of opinion. My answer and the answer of many scholars and many of my teachers is that it's makruh, so it's disliked. Why is it disliked? Because it's harmful to health and it's a bad smell. You cannot enter the masjid at the time of salah. The Prophet ﷺ said, don't come after eating onions, after eating garlic. Why? Because the smell, it disturbs the other people. Yeah. So on those two grounds, scholars say that it is makruh. You can't say it's haram, because to state something is haram, you need categorical, qat'i evidence from the Qur'an and Sunnah. Okay, there is no categorical evidence, and the medical evidence is not categorical and certain either, in that yes, there is a 100% likelihood of this happening, therefore it's disliked, it is makruh. Now vaping. So vaping is the substitute for smoking, okay? So as it stands, we don't have much evidence to indicate to us how damaging vaping is to health, okay? So at worst, we would say that it is makruh. However, one of the issues with smoking, which is the bad smell, from what I understand, doesn't apply to vaping.
Yeah.
Because from what I understand, vaping has, like fruit-based and so on, and therefore the smell can actually be, not offensive to people.
Yeah, actually quite pleasant sometimes.
There you go.
It's like strawberries and you walk
there you go. So, in a nutshell, vaping would be considered makruh at worst, not haram.